Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jack, 390, 190.
Mike 50, huh?
Keep it skinny.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
White.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Shit.
Go.
Shit.
Red.
Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Then 180, 390. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, he's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On the counter, here's Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
180.
Check 25. Check.
Hey, orbit.
50. Mike's 50. Get your swarm on. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick me up.
Wait, 80 high.
Hey, check, check. Mike 50. Mike 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Wait, 80 high.
Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Wide.
You. Hey, echo.
Me and you all day.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Got it. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Scene 6. Tight end right. Tight end right. For there. 31's the mic.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's put that team on the block. Check.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check the half read. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to...
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Come on, let's go. Switch.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Desmond King picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike 50. Bring it. Check. Sponge.
Following the interception here, Rivers throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Say. Out. Check 43. Hey, watch it.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Final play of the half, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Cut. We're okay. 180. 12.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. Crunch. You go tight. You got tight right there. Bang. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
180.
It's a party now. Check three. Hey, alert 3.
White.
Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the run. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? What we got?
Rivers now from the 50. And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 50. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike's 50.
White, 89.
Here's Rivers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Left to right.
Mike's 50. Check. Hey, Mike 50.
safety, Mike. Red! Red! I'm coming for you. You mine! Watch twist! Hey, Delta! Shift!
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
Come on, set. 70 in.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son. You
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flowing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run it here with Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bill 180! Ground 80! Hey, Delta! Shift! Watch the shift! Check! Hey, easy! Kill! Hey, turn it up! Left! Hey, Haywood!
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Buffalo 1. Orange 5-4. Hey! High 7. Slam. Greystone, Travis.
Check hot route. Hot.
49. Check 49.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Black 15.
I got you. I got you. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Begin.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Lucky.
Cluster.
Hey, check. Mike 50. I got him.
White, 80 high.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
White.
Five. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch a slant.
White rocket.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check 99.
12. Red Delta.
Mike 50. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the run.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy, easy.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the out, watch the out. No.
Here's Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Watch Twitch. Watch the...
Orange 5-4.
He's crashing.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, pop.
Hey, Delta.
10. Check the...
Cluster right. Keep it skinny.
Switch. Slam.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Mahomes. Space to run past the 20. Again, that's Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Hey, wahoo!
Minus 50, minus 50.
Behind! Behind!
Rivers to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Kansas City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.